Today is National Ice Cream for Breakfast Day. So I said, David, is there anything we can do with one of your science experiments to be appropriate for the holiday?
Well, for this wonderful holiday, Charles, we might be eating ice cream for breakfast, or we will because we have an science experiment that's set up here. And it takes just a few ingredients. I have them all set out here. I have some ice in this cooler here, and a measuring cup to measure out cups of ice, half and half, some sprinkles, vanilla extract, sugar, and some regular like salt, NaCl, sodium chloride. So I have one small bag here for both of us and a larger bag. In this larger bag is half a cup of salt that we have, and in this smaller bag I have about half a cup of half and half, tablespoon of sugar, and 1/4 of vanilla extract to give it some flavor. So I also have some cloths here in case when we shake the bag, we'll put the smaller bag inside the larger bag when we'll shake it so our hands don't
In case we make a mess.
In case we make a mess, or our hands will get cold because of the ice.
Yes, from the interaction.
So what you need to do, you need to measure all that stuff out, and you'll need to put it inside the bags. I've pre-done. We're gonna measure out 4 cups of ice, and then we will test the hypothesis and see if we can get some ice cream out of this.
I tried this once back when I was in high school, I believe, like during that age, and it worked out. It was interesting. It takes a minute and stuff, so we'll be shaking the bag, but we won't make you watch us do all the hard labor.
So you got to add a little effort in to get your ice cream all situated and ready.
But what better way this morning at about 8:30 to have some ice cream?
I mean, hey, you can eat what you want. We're adults, so we're gonna eat ice cream for breakfast. So once you measure out 4 cups of ice, have the half cup of iodized salt in this bag, the bigger bag, you'll take your smaller bag, and then you're gonna be putting it into the bigger bag here. And it seems very simple. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna seal the bigger one, and then we're gonna shake for about 5 minutes. And we'll start shaking right now.
You'll work out for that ice cream. Get that.
It's like a shake. It's almost like a shake weight here.
Yeah.
But you're gonna eat your calories back, right?
Yes, literally.
So we will be right back, but we're gonna keep shaking after this commercial break, and you have to come back to see what kind of ice cream mixture we have and to see the science behind it.
But first we'll have our Wake Up Sports with Nick Spaliopoulos, then we'll check in on how these are doing. So don't go anywhere. We've been getting our workout in.
We have been shaking and shaking the last few minutes here.
I'll say it looks like it's working.
I think it is working. We're getting a lot of condensation, at least on the bag.
It's really cold.
It's really cold. That's why
cold to touch.
The cloth here. So let's take a look now to see if we're
let's see how yours is looking.
Let's see how it looks. So after some shaking, we're getting a creamy consistency right now, Charles. So maybe we could take a little bit of a look here. The bag's freezing. And we can see a little bit in here that we do have some ice cream that's formed.
Mine's really frozen.
Yeah, mine's pretty frozen too.
All right, now we're gonna taste test it.
Yeah, we're gonna taste test it. We're going to put some sprinkles on there.
Cold, yes.
And we're gonna see just how good science tastes. Alrighty, you want sprinkles?
Yes. Now I got salt on my fingers from this. Okay, here we go.
All right, this better taste as good as flapdoodles. Alrighty.
You take the first bite.
Wow. In all honesty, I've never really done this science experiment growing up before because I love ice cream. Kind of crazy that I haven't, but it tastes really good and it tastes like actual ice cream. That's what's going on here.
That does.
Isn't that good?
Like from the store.
Yeah, like literally from the store.
Good job.
We're gonna start our own ice cream business through science on the side.
It'll be a lot of labor.
Yeah, it'll be a lot of labor. So speaking about kind of the science behind why this is happening for National Eat Ice Cream for Breakfast Day this morning, we kind of are seeing a melting and freezing point action going on with this, where the melting point and freezing point, they have the same temperature of 32 degrees Fahrenheit, and that's kind of just a transition between going from either a solid to a liquid or a liquid back to a solid. And that's kind of what we're seeing here when we add the salt to the ice. The salt lowers that melting or freezing point. So in order to melt the ice, you need more energy to start the melting processes with the ice because of that salt. So when we have the salt in the ice in there, what else is going on is that we need energy to help melt that ice, and that's what the other bag goes for. There's 2 temperature discrepancies. This was warmer than the ice, so it's drawing energy in when we shake it around. It's going to draw energy in from the smaller bag and even into the bigger bag here. And really across, like even taking a step further, we see in rock salt during the winter months, not necessarily now because it's been so warm outside, besides our cold snap we had and all the snow back in January, that we see when rock salt, it sits on a thin layer of water on top of the ice, and the cation and anions, or the atoms of NaCl or sodium chloride, that rock salt, intermix between and pull on the H2O molecules and like more of a frozen structure. So that's what's going on there, that the opposites of the positive negative attract, and that's what's going on.
I'm recalling this from science class.
Yeah, so simple science here.
I'd say we almost could have done it for less time.
We almost could have done it for less time.
Because it's pretty frozen. I think we could have, I don't even know how long we were going with that, but we could probably do it in a little less time. I guess we didn't check on the consistency, but it tastes like ice cream. It's pretty good.
Great to do at home and eat ice cream for breakfast.
Yes, and we're having ice cream for breakfast here. So thanks for tuning in for this.
Yeah,
We'll be right back with some more.